Hi everyone. So welcome back to Anthony Reads Books. I'm still gonna be playing like Animal Crossing sometimes, but guys, this channel is called Anthony Reads Books, so I'm supposed to read books. But we didn't do that since like a year. Oh no, soon it's gonna be like 2. But we will start off a book. I am recording on my iPad because I do not have the actual copy. I wish I did. I may get the copy once so we could read it actually, or I'll get the like sequel. It's a picture book. So this is one of my favorite books. It's named The Smart Cookie. I just really love this book. I just think it's so much fun. Okay, let's read. Let me just do that. Okay. The Smart Cookie by Jody John and Peter Oswald. Greetings, I'm a cookie. I live in a bakery on a street corner near a river. Come on in. Welcome to our little community. It is a warm and supportive place to spend some time. Pretty fantastic, eh? These days, life is sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined a fitter in here. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident in a group, a cookie who said, "Ah!" when solving a puzzle like this. Ah! Look back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went back to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Miss Biscotti, was kind and patient. When I arrived each morning, she'd wave at me and smile. But I didn't get the best grades, and I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as the others, and I was the last to finish most tests. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I get distracted and mess up, even though I knew the material. Those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough. That was rough. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. Occasionally, we'd have a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost at sea because that's what it felt like. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. Move, you move, no, you move, no, you move, no, you move. I'd stay awake and stare out the window and worry. And it went this way day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. It all started with a homework assignment. Miss Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight I would like you to create something completely original, she announced. It could be anything you want. Please bring it to class tomorrow. That was it. There were no further instructions. Miss Biscotti winked at me as I gathered all my belongings. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach. Create anything? Something original. Due tomorrow. Gulp. When I got home, I immediately got to work. At first, I tried to cook a cooking project. The results were half-baked. Next, I had to try a hammer and a nail, something it splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete burst. I wondered if I could fail yet. Another assignment, I was stuck. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the river. There was something mesmerizing about the water, how it moved in a chaotic way, swirling around and around. Yet, sorry guys, you immediately figuring out exactly where I needed to go. Suddenly I had an idea. I decided to write something original. A poem! I came up with a title based on how I'd feel my crumbly days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. An hour went by in a flash. Ah! I said when I was finished. I couldn't sleep that night because it wasn't because I was worried. It's because I was excited. I felt like I really accomplished something. I felt smart. The following day, Miss Biscotti asked the volunteers to share what we'd create. One kid showed off his original frosting art. Another kid revealed her sprinkle disturber machine. It was neat seeing how everyone was so good at different things. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share anything? She asked. Gulp, I gulped. I thought I'd probably crumble under the pressure. But I made my way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking. My mouth went dry. This poem is called My Crumbly Days, I said. My voice was cracking, and then I read it out loud. As I spoke, I noticed some kids were nodding at certain lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. As I built towards the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated. And in the end, everyone clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never forget it. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one could. You could have written that poem, she said. It was completely original. Ah, I had done it. I'd create something and share it with the world. Well, my world at least. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I was already planning for my next poem. I'd call it My Sweet Morning. Ah, I thought when I came up with a title. Later that afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed a note. It said that should keep on writing no matter what. That meant so much to me. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Sure, some things still don't care as easily for me as they do for others, but now I know I could be smart in many different ways. You don't have to answer questions every day or suddenly be great at everything all at once. You just need a chance of all kinds of things to find out who you are and what you like to do. As for me, I learned that I could write and I could think upgrading other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at the sea. It's more like floating down a river. And that best part is there is more always to learn. Poetry night because we're all smart cookies. The end. So guys, just always be confident. That's the lesson in the story. Bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed.